What's up, guys? It's Meow, and I'm back with another video. It is after 1:30 in the morning on Monday, September 6th. I didn't have fucking dinner until after midnight because I was busy watching the NASCAR race, fucking doing a race reaction to it, finishing something up from college because my first week, and all that shit. And now that all that is done, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at what AEW All Out did last night, I'm looking at the shit that WWE's been doing, and man, oh man, I've got shit to say. Yeah, this is going to be another rant video. And to the community, again, thank you all for getting me to 500 subscribers. A large part of that boost that got me there recently had a lot to do with the Bianca Becky rant video I did the night of SummerSlam a couple weeks ago. Y'all made that the most watched video on this channel. I want to see you guys impress me because that video is at almost 6K views. I want to see you guys top that. So please do me a favor, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to post this everywhere I can over the next couple of days. And if you see this, share it. Let me know what you think because, damn it, it's time for another one of these videos. It's going to be longer, but it's time for another one of these videos. Because, wow. 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 Alright. So, where do we start this? So, how about we look at AEW All Out last night, shall we? Pretty damn good show. I paid mostly attention to Twitter. I didn't actually watch it, because, again, NASCAR race. CM Punk had his first wrestling match in over 7 years, and he won while making his opponent, Darby Allin, look like $1 million, which is awesome. Lucha Bros defeated the Young Bucks to become the new tag champions. 3 former WWE individuals, wrestlers I should say, debuted last night. Ruby Soho, who won the Casino Battle Royale. Bryan Danielson, who closed out the show, and before him, Adam Cole. 3 individuals in one night. If this is not a kick in the pants, if this does not light a fire under Vince's ass, Vince McMahon's ass that is, to change shit in the WWE for the better, I don't know what the hell will. If he doesn't start changing shit, and I don't mean what they're doing with NXT. That's some unnecessary shit if you ask me. If he doesn't start changing shit on the main roster with how things are presented, with how things are done, with who the fuck's in creative, with who the fuck he has managing the talents, then how much you want to bet in a couple years more and more of WWE's talent will jump shit to AEW as that promotion will continue to grow, and eventually AEW may possibly buy out the WWE. And before you call that ludicrous, let me remind you that Tony Khan is the son of Shahid Khan, and Shahid Khan owns the Jaguars right now in the NFL. Along with some other things. I'm pretty sure he owns some other stuff as well. So they have, and with how much success AEW's had, they have a shit ton of money. I could see a scenario where eventually AEW has enough money to buy out the WWE. Hell, there have been sort of kind of rumors that Vince might sell. Nick Khan covered that in an interview he did a couple weeks ago. Which, by the way, we'll get back to him in a little bit. Bruh, what are you doing, Vince? What the hell are you doing? And I think this has been a question that has been asked a lot with a lot of the stupid bullshit that has happened. But in the last 2 years, between last year and this year ain't even over yet, but between last year and this year pretty much since when Nick Khan got in the WWE, over 100 releases in talent, some giant ass names, and of the current list, only 3 have been brought back by WWE. Zelina Vega, Drake Maverick, and Samoa Joe. And Joe wasn't even brought back as a wrestler at first. He basically got cut from the main roster, being both wrestler and commentator. Comes back to NXT later on as a fucking enforcer for William Regal, and then gets to go wrestle, and then ends up becoming a 3-time NXT champion. Which, congrats to him for doing that, because nobody's ever done that before. But even still, like, and now you're changing NXT. Like, what are you doing? But I just look at the media. Look at their media appearances after All Out between Ruby, Bryan, and Adam Cole. Look at how happy they were. Look at their demeanors. Look at the way they spoke. Obviously, they talked about the fact that they pretty much all alluded to the fact that on one hand, they wanted to stay in the WWE. They wanted to go back. But they all wanted a change. And AEW was that change. Look what they've done. They've added more star power on top of all the star power that they already have. And I understand. A lot of AEW's talent is former WWE guys. Why do you think that is? They wanted a change. They wanted something new. They wanted something different. They wanted to get out from underneath Vince McMahon's senile old fucking ass. And that's exactly what they did. And they have put together a promotion that over the last couple of years, pretty much since its inception, is now looking as if, look at, you can't tell me that it, at this point, is not more popular than the WWE, solely based on the fact that, AEW does shit so much better than the WWE. You cannot tell me that WWE has grown complacent, that Vince has grown complacent, that he won't get out of the past, that he will not adapt for the future, that he brings back people like John Laurinaitis and brings in somebody like Nick Khan, who's fucking shit up. You can't tell me that WWE is absolutely fucked right now, because they are. Yes, they do some things right, but most of the time, they do it wrong. And it's fucking ridiculous, the shit that they're pulling. And it's a huge reason why people are leaving for the AEW. That fans are leaving for AEW. Because they're sick and tired of this crap. Even the most diehard WWE fans are looking at AEW and they're saying to themselves, I can't do this anymore. I need a change. And you're looking at somebody that really hasn't gotten into this shit until this year, but I've watched a shit ton of videos of the history of WWE and various incidents and various wrestlers and all that shit from a bunch of awesome content creators. You look at but it doesn't take a fucking genius to figure this shit out. It really doesn't. Vince has his head shoved so far up his ass that he doesn't. He's practically inside out at this rate. And again, if this fucking pay-per-view that AEW just put on does not light a fire under Vince's ass to change how things are run in the WWE, I don't know what the hell will. Because let's be honest here, when we get to, late October, guess who's probably going to AEW next? Bray Wyatt, who you cut for no fucking reason. Buddy Murphy, Braun Strowman. We don't know exactly where they're going. Both of their non-compete clauses are up, and there's a good chance that both of them are probably going to end up going over to AEW, or maybe one of them or both of them go to Impact. Who the fuck knows? Not everybody that got cut from the WWE has been going over to AEW. They've been going to some of these other places, New Japan, GCW, the fucking Impact. But you get the goddamn point. The point is, not only are you seeing all of these released wrestlers having the time of their lives in other promotions, but how many of these current WWE wrestlers are looking over at these people, looking at their colleagues that have been let go and be like, I can't do this anymore. I can't stay with this company anymore if they're just going to keep releasing my friends and releasing the people that I care about. Like, seriously. I mean, Braun, Buddy, and Bray, all three of them getting cut. How much do you want to bet that's really impacted Alexa Bliss? And how much do you want to bet that she probably wants out at some point? You know? I mean, John Cena put it pretty freaking well. There's going to be a time where Vince won't be able to bring back people like him, Goldberg, The Rock, or Edge, or some of these older superstars, because they ain't going to be around much anymore. Hell, I saw a report that Undertaker's coming back on Friday night during the 9/11 Memorial SmackDown show over MSG. Is he going to wrestle? I hope not. I hope, I don't know what they're going to have him there for. I don't even know if the report's that true. But if it is, I'll be interested to see what happens. But again, bringing back older superstars, and doing that in favor of that over elevating younger stars, making stupid creative decisions, and primarily on Raw. Raw with all of their rematches. I mean, yeah, SmackDown does rematches too, but at least those are more compelling. Raw, it's just the same fucking shit repeated. Literally. Even. And even when they try to do something different, like, look, 2 weeks ago, we, in a sense, got a tease that Alexa Bliss was possibly going to challenge Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's title after Charlotte got it back from Nikki at SummerSlam, which I think was stupid. And and then last week, reportedly, Vince got pissed off with how Raw was written, had the original script and the initial rewrite ripped up. Alexa was left out of the final rewrite, which they did not have a fucking direction for the episode until, by the time that the final, 2 hours before the show was supposed to go on, got there. And and then we had the whole shoot, match with Nia Jax, and Nia managed to fucking win clean. So now Nia is gonna challenge Charlotte tonight on Raw for the title, and I don't know what the hell they're gonna do there, because you have to think, if the original plan is Alexa is going to challenge Charlotte for that title, you're probably gonna have her interfere in this match. Are you going to have Nia win the title from Charlotte, and then Alexa wins it from Nia at Extreme Rules? Are you going to make it a triple threat? Is Alexa going to interfere in the match? Is Lily going to interfere in the match? What the fuck are y'all going to do? Seriously, what the hell are y'all going to do? Not to mention, it's the whole thing with Corbin. I have nothing against the gimmick that Corbin's been doing, but the whole thing with him stealing, Big E's contract and then wanting to buy it off of Big E now that he's got his money, that felt a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. I think the thought is, who's Big E gonna cash in on? Lashley, probably. But when's that gonna happen? I'm happy that Damian Priest got a huge push on last week's Raw show. I'm hoping that they stay consistent and they keep that push going for him. But WWE's probably going to fuck that up. SmackDown's issue right now is being a 2-hour show. They don't have enough time to showcase everybody, and that show is so top-heavy that they can't do that. I would argue that some of their talents, Owens, Cesaro, Zayn, Liv Morgan, a few others, should probably move over to Raw to help fill up time over there and to also elevate Raw and try to balance out the rosters. But Raw isn't even fucking using everybody. Hell, we finally got Naomi back on TV, and she had just been moved from Raw to SmackDown, presumably to join the Bloodline. Well, she's technically in it already by marriage, but you get my point. I mean, seriously, guys, it's like, it just... Ah! None of this shit makes any fucking sense! So, let me put it this way. Vince McMahon, you need to get your head out of your ass. You need common sense knocked the fuck into you. Or sell this goddamn company to somebody who's actually going to do the jobs that you have not been doing. Because Nick Khan needs to go. John Laurinaitis needs to go. Creative needs a fucking overhaul. Fuck Bruce Pritchard. He can fucking go too. If you gotta bring back Vince Russo, go ahead. Just bring in people that are competent enough to do this shit. I mean, I know people love to reference CM Punk's pipe bomb, but everything he fucking said in that was right. And the thing is he's correct. This company would hopefully be better off without Vince, but it's probably going to go to Triple H and stuff. And even then, I don't even know if it's going to go to Triple H because it kind of feels like there might be some tension, over on NXT with him and Shawn, not with him and Shawn Michaels, but with them two and with Vince and whatnot. Because now Vince and Pritchard are going to have more influence on NXT going forward. I mean, it's still going to get produced by Triple H, but still. And all the while, Shane McMahon's probably raising his kids, sitting back and laughing at this shit because he got out when the fuck he knew that he could. And honestly, he might be the smart one in that family. Dude, what the hell, man? What the flying fucking hell? At the end of the day, AEW right now is looking like the superior product. And if Vince doesn't change shit soon, that's just going to continue to grow. And WWE is going to get left in the dust. And all of its superstars are going to want to go over there. And all the new people that they're going to try and build up their way are not going to be able to sustain this company. I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth. So, yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Fuck you, Vince McMahon.